Hello, everyone. This is Bruno with a new segment called 10 Minutes or Less with Bruno No BS. A very simple, casual interview. No fancy cameras. Today, I have the honor to speak. Guess what? A roofer. And this roofer is a woman. All right. Thank you so much. I'm speaking with Christine from one of the largest roofing contractors in the nation. They actually located in Canada, but they have a big presence in the United States too as well. Flynn company, right? Big roofing contractor in our nation. How you doing, Christine?
I'm good, thank you.
All right. How did you become a roofer? How long have you been in the roofing industry?
I've been roofing it'll be 3 years right away. And I got into it purely by accident, honestly. I was working in sales as a sales director, and I had just an anxiety attack, a mental breakdown. So I took time off and I needed something different. And my boyfriend worked for a roofing company. And I said, "Do you think I could roof?" And he said, "Yep, you can." So he got me hired on, and it was supposed to be just a short 6-month thing. And it's turned out to be a little bit more. I've quite enjoyed it.
So, what do you see as a challenge, for being a woman in our industry?
You're always trying to make sure you're staying up with the boys, if not better, because you don't want to seem weak in the industry. So I want to know how to do everything. I want to know how to learn how to do everything, because if I don't know how to do it, I feel, I don't know. I want to be right up there with everybody else. I want to know what they're doing.
How do you feel to work for such a big company? It's one of the biggest roofing company in the planet, Flynn. So how do you feel to have the opportunity to work for them?
It's been great. They've been great to work for. When we were slow in Saskatoon, they flew us out to Halifax to help their crew out there, and they're an amazing company out there. So we had that privilege. And in a small company, you don't have that opportunity.
I'm sure you're talking to, a lot of people in America, So do you see any difference between, roofing Canada and roofing in the United States?
Not a whole lot, honestly. The product that you put down is going to be a little bit different. You guys do, I think, a little bit more like TPO, and we do TPO up here, but I see more rubber and SBS.
Do you feel any, not necessarily towards your team, because I know they support you a lot, but do you see any discrimination when if even if you talk to, girlfriends or, friends, and if you say, "I'm a roofer," do they, "What? Are you a roofer?" Does that happen a lot?
Every time I see somebody who doesn't know what I do now, because I've been in banking for 10 years. And when I went to roofing and I would run into somebody, they would say, "Oh, so what are you doing now?" I said, "Oh, I'm roofing." And they would go, You're what?" And I said, "I'm roofing. I'm commercial roofing. I'm doing flat roofs." And they can't believe it.
Can you tell me a little bit about your job descriptions? What do you do on a daily basis?
I'm the lead hand to my foreman. So just making sure that everybody with us has their tasks at hand, and we're staying one step ahead of what the foreman wants to do. And if we're not sure, then we ask him to give us, like, "Okay, what do we need to do now?" And then just disperse those tasks amongst everybody else.
Is this true that women are more detailed than men?
I think we multitask better. I want to say they multitask better. I've seen some amazing roofers who the details are incredible, and I like nitpicking those to see what I can do to learn how to do it. But I think women are multitask better, even like in a home, like getting your kids ready, doing supper, doing laundry. You just know what steps need to be done ahead of time. So I think that's one pro for me, because I know ahead of time what needs to be done.
Having a couple, both are roofers, you guys talking a lot about roofing. Is that a constantly, daily, subject, and.
Unfortunately, it totally is. We'll even go out to a restaurant and both of us will be looking up at the roof and the metal, and to see what maybe wasn't done right and what could have been done better. And we'll watch a movie and he'll pause it and go, "What roof is that?" And I'm like, "Oh, it's a torch on." Like, I know what it is.
Why do you think there's not many people in, not many women in our roofing industry?
It's hard. The work is hard. And I think you have to be able to put up with the men's BS on the site
There's a
because
lot of BS, right?
because they think you can't do it. I've had guys say, "Oh, let me take that from you." Well, no, I'm quite capable of lifting that roll and carrying it across the roof 4 times. Like, that's not an issue. But I think men tend to want to be chivalrous and they want to just do it for you, where I want to show that I can do it. Like, I can do things. It might take me a little bit of a different way to do it. Or if I can't do it, I'll flat out ask. If I know I can't do it, I can't do it. Like, that's all there is to it.
What do you see for the future of our roofing industry, for the new generation? But I'm not talking about the I'm talking about the young generation, but I'm talking about in any woman that wants to be a roofer, because, I've seen in our roofing industry a lot of women that they part of the roofing industry, but they're not actually a roofer. They're not,
Yeah.
they're not actually labeled, on the physical label task force, which there's nothing wrong with that. But, I'm sure if they want to do this, they can do it, right?
I think the biggest thing is just learning the products, and really every roof is the same. It's just maybe a few more different things you need to learn, but everything's the same. If you can do the tasks and you can lift the rolls and you can get asked for the help, the roofing industry is really the same for every roof. You just need to learn it and then just keep applying to it with each one. So I think any woman can do it. They just have to really learn what they're going to be doing ahead of time. Honestly, that's my biggest thing.
That's the old saying, right? Practice make perfection. I think if you put yourself into it and you say, I'm going to learn this, it might take a little bit of time, but once you master that, you become good on what you do, and there's nothing wrong with that. It doesn't matter if you're a man, woman, black and white, yellow, blue, as long as you put your mindset that you can do it, and you don't have no restriction or any physical what do you call restrictions that you're not allowed to perform that job. I think you'll do well. Any message out there for the people watching this video? It could be towards the COVID-19. I'm not sure how it is affecting Canada, but I know it's everywhere. It's all over the nation. So any message for the people watching this?
I think it's just social distancing and just making sure that, you're washing your hands and you're keeping your workspace clean. That's a big one for us. Is we have our daily cleaning. We have to make sure we're cleaning our site trailers and our tools, and we're not sharing tools. And it's just be safe. Just make sure that you're doing for you what you would hope be done for everybody else, that you're clean and staying away from people and distancing.
Well, thank you so much, Christine. It was a pleasure talking to you. Maybe, who knows, if I'm in Canada, I'll stop by, we'll grab a lunch together, me, you, and your boyfriend.
Thank you.